to my channel and welcome to your all sign reading for weekend fortunes. I usually do this reading on Instagram, but I thought we could do it here today, and I have charms for you guys, and so we'll be using that. Just a little bit of a heads up. In my recent video, my last video for you guys, I mentioned some of the things that have been going on, the corrupt things with regard to my channel, and something happened after I had a response. So let me just mention it to you guys right now. So what happened was that, hold on. Okay, so what happened was that I wasn't sure if it was streaming. So what happened was that every single time, not every single time, but one of the ways in which these people have been attacking me was trying to, manipulate like social media platforms and do different things to my channel. It doesn't work because all of my work is by the book. The reason I kind of hesitated and said most is back in the day I used to play music for the Daily Show, but I would never monetize that part nor hold the money for myself from that part of the video. So we used to have dance parties, so that was an issue that I had to clean up. But other than that, all of my stuff is legit. It's all handmade. And after speaking about it this last time, guess what happened? Somebody flagged my app and removed my app from the App Store. Thankfully, there's a form I can fill out and have it reinstated right away. But this is the kind of underhandedness. You can also see the heavy dislikes that all come in at the same time. So there's people who are putting up a stink about this. They're entitled. And, if you're the people doing this, just realize that I am going to respond to that. And you're stealing, and then in order to cover up for the fact that you're stealing, you're trying to gaslight the situation, and you're trying to create in this situation like a false thing, like a punitive aspect to it for a person sticking up for themselves. And to everybody who's watching like live or subscribers or whatever, I hope you guys realize that we're in a time when there's lots of people who have access to us and our communities because we have these open borders and anyone can come anywhere. I used to work in the downtown east side. This reminds me of something, which is the poorest area code in Canada. And the thing is that violence would happen there, heavy drug use, we don't have really guns in Canada, but, machetes and like other forms of weapons. But the thing about the downtown east side is that it was very rarely violence from within. It was usually violence by somebody who was coming in from the outside and having no respect for the community. Now, whether this is someone who's from outside of the community or whether this is happening because it's like the internet and so we feel less connected to each other, I do feel that talking about these things is helpful for people because it teaches them that we are in a new environment. We have to take it out into the open and talk about these things because, there's people out there that will go to different lengths, in my case, probably pretty extreme lengths, including trying to contact me in person, trespass in my home in person, to try to sabotage things. And when I speak about it, that's when things like this happen to my channel, which is very strange in particular. So it's like somebody's trying to in some way hit me where it hurts, but thankfully for me, I do have a background in marketing, so I was always very careful with, what kind of things I used, and, so I'm pretty untouchable that way. So those kinds of I would say it's mischief kind of things, like mischief being trying to hurt somebody else's progress because they said something you don't like, you don't want to confront, or you don't want to make peace with. that takes it to a different level of hostility and animosity. And so again, so bringing back to my main point, whenever I talk about this, I hope you guys use that as, you know, motivation to fight your own issues, because these things are happening around us, be it through social media platforms or in your office or in your communities. It's not that people from the outside of your community are bad, but communities do protect us, right? And so within those groups, there's people that opportunists that take the opportunity of the fact that there's less protection in certain dynamics, and so they play out their inferiority complexes, and, you know, they like pick on people in a place where they feel like they can get away with it. They play out their demons, all those kinds of things. And I think it's important that we keep kind of standing up for this. At first I was very discouraged to talk about it, but now more and more I feel like there is a place for this, and I know it's the truth. I know it's the right way to go about things. So for everybody who's watching live, you know, you guys should, or I hope that it helps you. And again, I want to say to everybody who's respecting intellectual property, everybody who is being kind and good, you know, there's this comment that comes through that everybody's doing pick a card, everybody's doing all sign. If you really look at it, it's not everyone. It's if you look at it, most of them are fairly recent channels in the last 2 years, and it is a select group of people, maybe 20 people, that are doing it or so. And so these people came on afterwards, and they just started appropriating. So in an open platform where anyone in the world can do it, you know, post a video or whatnot, in billions of people, you will find people that are willing to treat others this way, that more like a good example. Unfortunately, with pick a card and all sign, I do have recourse for it. Like hold on one sec, I think I got bumped off. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I think it just stopped. And so fortunately for all sign and pick a card, hold on, there's some issues with the internet going in and out. See, this issue with the internet, and ever since I started talking about things, this is what was going on before. Like, I think they have a coder or something messing with my connectivity. So it's like they're racists, right? Like they're in my case, they're racists that are, you know, using technology and our naivete or like our ignorance to mess with us. And because I'm talking about it, once again, you know, I get trolled or harassed in this way. But I think it's important to recognize that with all sign and pick a card, I do have legal recourse. And like I said, I've been hesitant to pursue that opportunity or that direction. It's messy, it's long-winded, and it's really cutthroat, and it's really intense. So I don't want to go down that route. But what I'm seeing now is arrogance. I'm seeing entitlement, and I'm seeing people who were maybe once ignorant at the fact that it was copyright, like willfully like throwing it in my face that they're ripping me off, copying keywords to rip me off, and it's all just really bad form. But you know, since this community's evolved, especially in the last 6 months to a year, it's really escalated, right? Beyond YouTube, just other Twitter and Instagram, there's so many people posting all sorts of different content, and that plagiarism has transformed to different levels, to the fact that people are literally taking, I heard someone, a astrologer, literally paraphrase some comments that I made in a recent video, and this astrologer is backed by a magazine. So she's like, what I said in a video was that and no one else was saying this, that August was going to be a more quiet time, you know, astrologically. And then in September, October, November, we are going to go through a lot of stuff. And so I literally heard her say my words, which is something I've heard many times before. And she's backed by a magazine. So it's hard to track certain things. Fortunately, with All Sign and Pick a Card, it's a more clear-cut thing. It's not inference. Copying something that someone has taught or an idea, it's harder to like deal with, but it's still something you can track. And this is happening to people all over the place, and please understand that it's affecting your individual rights. Like it is, you may not feel it today, but if you look over the last 10 years of your life, you will see that if you know how to look, if you see what's going on, you will see a loss of opportunity. You will see a kind of pushing down effect on your finances, on your stability and your life quality because of things like appropriation, whether of you directly, your company, your country, or whatever else. These things are a major issue, intellectual property. And this isn't like a partisan discussion. Some people ask me if I'm like pro-Trump for saying this, because they are talking about intellectual property right now with China, and that being like a hot topic with like international diplomacy. But now the Democrats are saying the same thing. So, you know, yeah, copyright infringement is a real issue, and it's closely tied to our notion of human rights and individuality and our rights as citizens and people. And when you absolve ownership over your intellectual property, when a country doesn't give you rights to your intellectual property, or a company doesn't, or whatever, a situation doesn't, then you lose your rights as a person. You lose your ability to elevate yourself above your circumstances. So I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you to everybody who's supporting me and the channel. It's not like, it is what it is. And the fact that the app is down, the app needs an update anyway, so it's fine. It's just a form. But this is the kind of predacious and backhanded treatment that people are picking up. And mostly because those are, like I said last time, I questioned the people's character that are doing this, that are just opportunistically copying and seeing how much money they can get out of it before it's shut down. And you know, it is what it is. But the types of people that copy are the same types of people that will not respond to these kinds of requests. They're the same types of people that will make their own, you know, pseudo complaint videos about human rights or efficacy to try to cover up, gaslight the situation and cover up for the fact that they're the ones that are doing it. And they're the same type of people that will try to cause another individual harm for speaking up for their rights in manipulative and corrupt ways. So it's all part and parcel with the types of people out there. But this is beyond just YouTube. I've seen this kind of stuff happen at universities in different ways and different levels, right? I've seen it happen in corporations, companies, just people being so cutthroat and so detached from the people that they share a nationality with. So basically feeling like other people of the same environment space that they share together are different somehow, you know? And I feel like that leads to psychopathy, feeling that you're so different than the people around you that you're willing to treat them in like a toxic way like that and do horrible things to others, like steal and then try to hurt them or try to bring them down in some way. It's all like, it is that kind of, you know, and, you know, I've had stalking, I've had all sorts of different weird things. So I hope you guys, those of you guys who are on board for this, thank you for hearing me out. I hope it gives you strength with your own situation. I hope it demystifies this, because there's a lot of pressure on us to not talk. Like I said, I'm being silenced right now with this kind of taunting threat of repercussions, like you know, removing my app or false flagging my app and trying to bring it harm. Those kinds of like coercive, manipulative tactics is what people do, and you have to be stronger than that. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And if you are creating your own things, people say turn the other cheek, but after years of development and hard work and effort that people put in, that's the advice of someone who doesn't give a two hoots, right, about you or the situation. So hopefully for you, I'm modeling, if anything, to stand up for yourselves, despite the fact that other people might be putting pressure on you to not speak or to turn the other cheek, so it's more convenient for them. But it's important for you to stick up for your rights, to protect your creative projects, to stand your ground in business and in school. In school, there's so much manipulation. I hope you guys understand. At the graduate levels, it just gets worse, into PhD. Very, very backhanded. People are really relying on shortcuts to try to get ahead, and you have to be stronger than that. And we don't talk about it, which is a really sad thing, because the people who are good that are being attacked, the people who are this kind of energy is directed at, we have to be stronger. We had certain responses to bad behavior in the past, and that bad behavior has now amplified, and so therefore we have to find new solutions to respond to this, and it does come through conversations and talking about it. Okay, so sorry for the long chat. I have a lot of things to say about this, a lot of thoughts, but that's the gist of it. And I hope it listen, if it helps two people out there, if it helps one person out there, I'm really happy to have talked about it and go through it. It's a situation where I can't do anything but move forward, right? I'm not going to back off because I'm not a doormat. So yeah, and I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't know that where my rights stand in this. So I hope you guys find the strength in that, feel strength for yourself and your environment. Don't let other people discourage you, put you down, or shame you away from you, right? And move forward. And there'll be all sorts of people who won't understand. And the more that you speak about things that are contentious, the more you go against the grain or you try to challenge something, there will always be people that are upset by it, right? So on all levels, we're winning that war. So thank you for being with me through it. And of course, we have another war to fight right now versus the Rona. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. So today it is a special day. I usually do this on Instagram, but I thought I would do it today here. I have the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which is, if you guys don't know, this is one of my favorite tarot decks. It's not really a tarot deck. She just made her own thing, and it's just brilliant. And I have CHARMS. So I've been putting this collection together for a while. You guys can get a sneak peek in there. So they're ready now. And then I also started making my own cards for you guys. Oops, they're upside down. So this is not it all, but this is how many I have done. So I'll pick a card or two from these for every single sign. Today we're taking a look at weekend fortunes for your sign, and we have the next 72 hours if you're watching Timeless, and it's an all sign reading. So here we go. Okay. So we have Libra first and foremost. Hi Libras, let's take a look at your next 72 hours or your weekend fortune. Okay, let's see what's going on. So we have the Two of Water, okay, Libra, and then we have the Eight of Air, and then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I think that you're distancing yourself from an emotional situation a little bit at this time. You love someone a lot, but I feel as though in some way you're trying to figure out a situation with regard to them and how to manage it. It's not an easy solution, and your response is going to go to take the rational route, to be like put reason to it, okay? And distance yourself emotionally so you can have a clear head on what's going on. Then we have the Three of Cups, okay? There's a real desire for a reunion. Someone or something could be calling your name, Libra. You could be wanting a deeper connection. For some of you, especially if you're in a partnership, maybe you want to get closer to your partner again emotionally. So sometimes within relationships we feel distant and apart, right? So I feel like there's a real yearning here to reconnect and get closer to someone, whether you have someone or not. Then we have the Maiden, a new beginning. So you're up against something that you don't have a lot of experience with in a relationship. So you have like, you have to figure it out. It's kind of like this pick a card thing. Never really had this experience before. If you asked me 2 years ago, I was probably not explaining it as well. But now you heard the intro, boom, I'm a pro. Like I've gotten it figured out, and it's taught me a lot. So you're in a new situation as well right now. So be prepared to kind of fumble, challenge it, see how much you can figure out in this situation, Libra. Whatever your situation is, I feel like part of the intensity of it has to do with the fact that it's a bit of a coming to terms with something for the first time, okay? And that's good. It's a new beginning. It's a new path ahead. And then we have the Ten of Water. So I think that when you take a step back from a situation here, you will find great love. So somehow your love is being all congealed and melded up with someone else, and it's obscuring your vision. So it's almost like, when people go take a breath of fresh air in a situation and then come back in with more love and more compassion and whatnot. That's what I feel like you're doing in the next 3 days. I feel like you're sort of enmeshed with something. You've had an experience, or you've had the desire to reconnect, but there's something about it that you have to figure out, and you need to remove yourself and sort of take a step back and take an assessment of it and think clearly, and then from that position, I feel like you will in some way feel like a healthier love, a fuller love. Okay, so okay, so why don't I pick a couple cards from this? So we have the small delay from a loose tongue. So we have this card, a small delay, loose tongue causes a delay. So there's conversations that happen. There's a delay as to how quickly you can be with someone at this time, Libra. And something could be linked to having had said too much, or fumbled your words, and too cool for school here. So I feel as though you need to come to terms with something in which you your attitude towards a situation may have been somewhat problematic and part of the problem. So when you take a step back, then you will feel more self-aware, and when you have more control over what you're contributing to the situation, then the situation will improve. It's not all on you, but let's see what else is going on. So we have, I pick way too many of these. So we have some corn. Well, it's the season of the corn. I love the key. The key always signals to me that there's a new door or new opportunity. Then I have the horse. Okay, so also very lucky. So there's some kind of, this is like Ceres, corn, Demeter, so some kind of a fulfillment or enrichment in a situation opens the door to new possibilities. And then we have the horse. To me, this is moving very quickly towards some kind of a direction. We have a wing. So your situation is greatly improving, Libra. Let's see. Your situation is greatly improving, and I think that you've got the swan. which to me signals that you're sort of, how do you say, your situation's improving, you're quickly moving towards a situation of a better energy, and soon you're turning from like a duckling to a swan. And then we have a little ace of spades. Let's see if you can... You guys might have to trust me. Sometimes they're so small. Let's see. Come on. Well, it's an ace of spades anyway. There we go. Ace of spades, a message being sent, something about the fall. So you will receive a message about the fall in the next 3 days. So just to recap, I feel like you're dealing with an interpersonal situation with someone else, you and someone else. And I feel like there's this, once again, you're being pulled together. And then I feel like there's a small delay with regard to you being together and this love. And it has to do with figuring something out that's sort of a new experience for you. And you will, Libra, in some way come to terms with that and find like a more complicit love, a whole love. Once you confront something with an attitude, something to do with your attitude about the situation, you need to back off a little bit on something. And then I feel as though nurturing something leads an open door to a lucky situation. I see you moving very quickly towards lift and improvement, towards becoming the swan, and somewhere going to a better place. And then I feel like you have the ace of spades and the leaf, which means that a message is being sent, and that will come in the fall. Okay, so I got a couple messages as I was reading Libra. Feel free to leave messages for me and I'll reply for them at the end. So last video, when you guys were sending me messages, I actually left you guys a reply, so you can go back and check that out. So I'll do that again once that is over, so as not to interrupt the reading. Okay, I forgot to tell you that part. Let's do the next sign. So we have Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Meow meow, Leos, welcome. And so let's take a look at your cards. Okay. So the next 3 days, let's take a look at what's going on for Leo in the next 3 days. So I do want to acknowledge something. I saw a message come through that somebody took the liberty to copied my message about the age of Aquarius. I don't think that's fair. I think you should have contacted me in private instead of, just helping yourself to it. I don't really feel comfortable with being copied. So, I don't know I don't know what the context was, so maybe it was fine, but I don't think it's fair. So anyway, let's see. Sorry for the delays. I didn't mean it to be such a slow start. Okay, so let's keep going. I'll answer everybody else in the comments. All right. It's just a low vibe for me to have to deal with all the time, and I'm sure it's a low vibe for you guys. Okay, so why don't we start with Leo next? We have the 10 of air. You're confronting a situation. Head on, and I feel like there's something about this situation that is kind of overdone, Leo. It's played out. Maybe this has to do with a relationship that you have been connected to in the past. There's a level of it regarding something that's over. There's a level to it that something is over, and it's just kind of done, but so parts of it are still hanging on. They're still continuing. We have the Queen of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I have a feeling that you're very much, how do you say, Leo's energy goes down as they make connections with other people. Leo's energy sort of goes down as they form attachments and responsibilities to other people. And as they relinquish unhealthy or finished situations out of their life, they sort of grow into themselves a bit more. So I see this energy for you here where you're sort of coming back into your own and you're feeling rejuvenated because something was dragging you down and slowing you down. And then we have the 8 of water and really ready to walk away from a situation. I do feel like somebody was in some way, attached to you or latched onto you, and this person was attached to you, latched onto you, and maybe you gained benefit from this relationship, but it was sort of slowing you down. And so now, but you've been holding on to it, Leo, because of your heart, and now you're sort of releasing that situation or person. And then we have the 6 of water. I see that in you. A lot of sympathy for the past, a lot of compassion, a lot of thinking about like how you felt about someone in the past, how you felt about someone in the past, how you felt, sympathy for the past, how you sort of how you felt about someone in the past, and how you have love for them still in some way. But in some way there's also kind of a fork in the road where you sort of, whatever was going on with this person in this situation is sort of over. It is, for better or worse, it's over. And then we have the 12. This is a card called Love, and it's different than the other cards, so the tarot cards. So number 12 is not the Hanged Man, it's the Love card. And so you feel this self-love coming back into you, and more presence, less distraction from the outside event or person, and it feels really good. There's a distancing and like owning yourself again and coming into your own power. And then we have this card, which is called Union. Again, a different card. We have number 13. It's not the Death card. So to me, Leo, there's a love event that's happening here. Maybe with someone from the past, or you're reconnecting with someone of the past, but you feel stronger than ever to step into the role of love. It's almost like healing of the heart, when you break up with someone and you don't want to date anyone else, and then after a little while you're like, oh, I could date someone again. So there is that bounce back. Now you're feeling your Queen of Wands energy. Let's pick a couple cards from my new deck. We have the best days ahead. I feel that when I made this card, I felt this huge sense of optimism and hope, Leo, and I really felt like that was a sign. So these messages were channeled messages when I picked the image. And so, yeah, the best days are ahead of you, and good things from here on in. And then we have a message, Ace of Swords. So some kind of communication, someone reaches out to you from the past. And then let's pick some charms. We have the horse. Remember, the horse is like galloping. It's going really fast. Okay, let's see. There's the horse galloping, moving fast. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's ornamental. Something pretty. And then we have a lightning bolt. So something quick is happening for you, Leo. And I actually started doing this reading because I, in some way, felt that a lot of big stuff is happening at this time. And then you have I love my cat. Look at this, Leo. Hold on. This is going to make you laugh. I love my cat. Meow, meow. So, okay. So self-love, right? I love my kitty cat. I feel like you're moving towards somewhere fast, and there's an opportunity for you. I do feel like somebody's going to call you or reach out, and I feel like there's a really good bond. Other than that, I feel like you'll feel distance from your past situation, a situation that was once difficult for you to have emotional distance from. Now it seems less problematic or less difficult to do so. Okay, so congratulations with that. Let's move on to the next sign. And we have Leo. We have Taurus next. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your cards. Okay. So, first we have the choice. So, Taurus, you have some options ahead of you in the next 3 days. And then we have the Counselor, which is the Queen of Cups, talking with someone about something to share a deeper meaning within your heart. I think a new aspect of your heart is emerging at this time. You're getting ready to go a new direction, Taurus. I feel like you're very much getting settled with your feelings about where you want to go. And in some way you are coming to terms with the fact that you want to go in that direction. You're excited about wanting to go in that direction. You're coming to terms with the fact that that's the path you want to take. Here is the next message. We have integrity. Integrity. And so I feel like it's time to get in touch with your inner self, Taurus, and come to terms with the fact that you want something more in this situation that you're in. I feel like opportunity is coming to you to pursue something else, to go deeper, to get more out of a situation. I really feel like you're getting the go-ahead to move forward in a direction that you want, and this direction is much more aligned with your sense of integrity and purpose, who you want to be. And then we have the Four of Earth. This corresponds with Sun and Capricorn. Somebody is breaking down your walls. You're definitely having a conversation, maybe with yourself, but very likely with someone who's sympathetic, and they are in some way helping you to... You're fixed sign, so you're stubborn about the way you do things, and so this person is helping you to challenge and let go of your attachment to the things you do so you can do more and you can do better. Somebody who's recognizing with you your needs on a heart-based level, saying, hey, Taurus, I think you want more, and you're like, you know what, I actually do want more. And then we have the Destiny or the Portal, okay? Destiny or the Portal, this is called the Portal card. You are definitely on the steps of something new, Taurus. You're on the steps of something exciting and a glow up. I feel like this is your process of coming to terms with the fact you want more. Whatever situation you're dealing with, I think you're going to change it up really soon. I feel like a situation has come to an end, and now you're going to seek out more. You want something more in line. I think you were in a situation out of sympathy. I think you were in a situation out of compassion, or, you know, just sympathy, wishing, like loyalty, right? But sometimes you're holding on for just the loyalty and there's nothing else there. And so therefore you realize that it's kind of a shell in your life. And so you feel the desire to want to go in a different direction. You feel the desire to want to be true to who you are right now, not who you were before. Here's a couple cards. So we have Le Nouveau Epoque, which is, and this is the Hanged Man or the Sushi card. So I downloaded this message for you guys for this card. I think that for you, there is definitely a new dawn coming up, and over the next 3 days, you will feel the possibility of that reality. And then we have self-care, which is a great thing for Taurus. So taking care of yourself at this time, focusing on yourself. You can go slow, get in touch with what you want so you can move forward with more authenticity. Let's pick a couple charms for you guys. So I have the monkey, we have Capricorn here. So what did I say? Sun and Capricorn right there. So maybe a Capricorn person is important. We have 2 seahorses. And we have a turtle, lots of life, marine life here. Okay, so let's see your charms. And the lightning bolt. Maybe this will, come on. Let's see. So hopefully you'll, come on, there we go. So what it looks like to me, monkeys in Chinese Zodiac, I'm a monkey, hi. So when you're a monkey in Chinese Zodiac, it just means that you have a very quick disposition, a very keen kind of intellect, very kind of nerdy like I am. And I feel like you'll go forward towards something, towards a journey. And that's all over your cards here, Taurus. I feel like you're going on a journey and you're breaking the mold of what you've been doing up until now. And I feel like you are going in a new direction. I feel like also you may have like an inverse relationship. That's the horses with someone who has Capricorn transit. So I feel like maybe like an inverse gender role kind of thing. So you will be, if you're a man, you might be, if you date women, you might be interacting with a woman who's more masculine while you find yourself more effeminate in the dynamic, and vice versa. If you're a woman, you might find yourself taking on a more masculine role if you date men, and so forth. So something's shifting with someone who has Capricorn transits, and you'll find yourself being more like the opposite, acting like the more the opposite gender than what you are, okay? But there's a new opportunity and it's evolving, and a new beginning is starting now. So you'll start feeling it over the next 3 days, okay? So I hope you enjoy that. Let's take a look at the next sign. We have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at my cards, okay? Hi, Scorpio. Now I'm getting into the flow of it. Oh gosh, that took a while. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look. Next 3 days, we have the King of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries, 10 of fire. So somebody, I don't know if this is a fire sign person, but somebody has really, how do you say, set an impression on you, and I think that you're sort of very attracted / overwhelmed, or you know, you're sort of you see this person, and this person gives you the wow factor. So there's someone who's giving you the wow factor and you're sort of excited about them, but I feel like you're gonna pretend at least that it's not quite that feeling. So somebody, I think you're gonna feel like you're around someone who has really amazing qualities. You're sort of going to be blown away by someone, but I think you're going to give them a bit of attitude, or maybe somebody feels that way about you. So if somebody's giving you a little attitude and you've just met them, it might have to do with the fact that they're like, it's a shy response to actually being really attracted towards someone. So not the most mature way. Look at all this fire though. I bet they're a fire sign. So you have the Page of Fire, a new direction. You feel a new opportunity with someone in a new direction. I feel like you see the where you are going, the opportunity is big. I think your intuition is telling you that this is a big deal. And so I think that you're up in arms and sort of, you know, I think that you're up in arms and sort of, how do you say, putting some blocks to it because of intimidation, but there's a lot of love there in this situation. And there is, I think that you sense that it's going to be a big deal. So I think that your response is a bit awkward, to be honest, but I don't think, yeah. And then we have the Queen of Wands, the counselor. I think you're going to get in touch with your feelings and open up in this situation. If it's the other person, then I do feel like there is going to be they're going to open up to you. I feel like, yeah, I just feel like they're going to open up to you and share their feelings with you. Okay, next message is too cool for school. See, you're giving someone attitude because you like them a lot. There you go. And then you have external. Is this external? Yeah, my writing sometimes sucks. External beauty. So I think you're extremely attracted to this person that you're meeting. And then in a matter of time, you're going to show how you feel the same way, you know, about them. Like you're don't worry, your feelings are going to get clarified. So we have more marine life. I think there's lots of turtles in this set of charms. So we have some fish bones, we have a Christmas tree, we have 2 turtles, so it's like a nice pair. We have a dolphin, which signals love to me. And then we have the Sagittarian charm. So the Sagittarian, here we go. Where are we going? Well, you got to trust me on this. So we have something to do with a Sagittarius. So this is the person who might be in question. Hold on. Okay, so there's your Sagittarius. We have a couple turtles swimming together, so there's some kind of bond between 2 people. Something's going to develop until Christmas, a Christmas tree. And then we have some marine life. We have a starfish, and we have some fish scales or fish bones, which is good luck, and a dolphin, which is good luck in love. So Scorpio, to me, it feels as though I think that you're very much attracted or pulled towards someone. And at first, I think you give them the cold shoulder, but I think you are going to come into your feelings and, you know, end up telling them that you love them or that you find them attractive. There's some kind of pull from this person for you. Okay? I hope you enjoyed that. And now let's move on to the next sign. Okay. So we have Scorpio again, which we've done. Sagittarius next. So we just pulled some stuff for Saggies. You might want to watch the Scorpio reading. It might be involving you. But now let's take a look at your next 3 days. Hi guys, I am back. Okay, so let's see. We have the choices card. Sag, you're up for a choice in the next 3 days. Choices and deliberations. Page of Pentacles. A Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in Earth as well. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And then we have the 3 of Cups, a reunion. So a decision about a reunion with someone from the past. I think it's possibly someone who you knew when you were very young, or you've had an off and on relationship with for many years. Then we have the 7 of Earth. You're taking your time with your response in this situation. So maybe somebody's already invited you out, somebody's already asked you to participate, but I think you're taking your time to think about whether you want to get closer. Then we have the 9 of Fire. Again, the feeling is for a period of time in the next 3 days, you will choose to be alone to think about things, really feel how you feel, figure out how you feel about a situation before you respond. Ooh, you've got receipts. So the King of Swords. I feel like you have information that you have gathered based on this person and this relationship. And, you know, if you don't keep track of how people treat you, it's very easy to go back to bad situations. But if you somewhere write down that Johnny, you know, broke up with you for another girl, stood you up, if you write those things down, then you will probably in some way be reminded of the behaviors that you sort of experience. And then you will come back with a very clear answer, Sagittarius, on how you feel about the situation. I feel like you were very dependent on this person before. I feel like this person was huge in your life, maybe in high school or college. And I feel like maybe you're coming to realize that you don't need them as much anymore right now, and you feel your sense of independence from the situation. But there is a lot of positive feelings around a reunion. So if you do want to connect with them, that's all right. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so now I'm going to pick a couple cards for you guys here. We had a slow start today, sorry. There was a lot of stuff. So we have Art, Temperance, Sagittarius. There you go. You're coming through really strong. And then there's Vision. So this is the Magician. This is the first card I made. The High Priestess, sorry, Vision. So you need to come and figure out what you're seeing. I think that you need to, at this time, figure out how you feel about a situation. You might have like a little reunion with one person and a desire to separate from someone else. there's a real, over the next 3 days, there's a real period of drawing in. This could be with another person if this is your dude or your girl, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra transits, possibly, or like a really smart person with a really smart mind. You might find yourself spending some time alone to figure out, you know, figure things out together. Okay, let's take a look at your charms. So I have more turtles. I have 2 more turtles. So again, let's use the turtles as like perfect relationship sign. So 2 turtles together is a good sign. And then we have a tooth. Now, when you do dream stuff, dream work, teeth can be very good. Like a tooth can be something very lucky. Money coming in. There's also a couple fish. Ooh, Sag, we're getting a lot of signs of people that are sort of similar to each other, or a Pisces, right? Double fish. And then we have the swan. Okay, and so again, this is growing into yourself, growing into your own strength. We have a funky little sun and wings. So overall, a happy couple days, a happy days of celebration. I do think you'll be having fun with someone, and then possibly a lot of downtime to figure out what you are seeing about your life and getting clarity and purpose in your own home or in your own environment. Okay, stuff like that. Okay, so now let's move on to the next sign. Okay. Okay, then we have Aries next, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your cards, Aries. So we have the 4 of Fire, okay, 4 of Fire, and the 21, which is the World card, the completion of a situation. Aries, let's see. Time at home. 4 of Fire, I think, is Sun in Aries, by the way. And then we have the King of Swords. So I feel as though there's a warming event, like a warming, emotional warming in... Somebody said, fun fact, turtles are a natural enemy of Medusa jellyfish since they have special throat to eat them that protects them from the burns. That's good to know. Okay, so Aries, we'll see if you get turtles too. So you have comfort in the home, and I feel as though something very important is happening to you in the home with regard to a man that has a strong character. They could be an air sign, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but not necessarily so. But I do feel like there's like reclusion going on for you, being alone with this person. And this is like a place of power, a place of security from which you are drawing from, and that will inform you to do better in your life moving forward. Let's take a look at your next cards. We have the 6 of Air, moving on, and then we have the 19 of Higher Arcana, and then we have the 11, Knowledge. There's someone around you, Aries, who's very smart. Somebody's giving you sage advice and information. I feel like there is there's protection for you at this time with regard to somebody who is near to you. I think they're in your house. Or they're going to come visit you, or you're going to spend time alone with them, and you are going to have conversations with them that are going to empower you and give you perspective on the situations you're dealing with. This person has a lot of experience, a lot of expertise, and they're going to help you become stronger by this conversation. Let's take a look at my cards and let's see what you get. So we have the Scorpio death card. There's so many Scorpio cards or death cards because I didn't control. They're not like full deck of tarot cards or anything, so there's multiples, but I called each card something different. And then we have Pluto, the beer, the Last Judgment. Okay, so I feel like, and Pluto rules Scorpio. I feel like you're up against a big decision. Aries. I feel like you're up against a big decision in which you draw a line in the sand about a circumstance. Someone around you is giving you strength in order to do that. Somebody is giving you, empowering you through their experience to face your circumstances with more strength. Okay, you got a lot of charms. Sorry, guys. So we have two turtles, the natural enemy of the jellyfish, apparently. I love that fact. So maybe this is regarding your desire to be with someone. Somebody's giving a boost of confidence. Let's see what else we have. There's going to be something that's going to escalate until Christmas time. We're going to get a lot of messages about Christmas right now because starting in September, things are going to amplify until December. It's going to be really intense. Oh, look, a baby turtle. We've got tea. So two turtles make a baby turtle. I'm not joking around. So if that's your sign, there you go. A little baby turtle. And then I have one little fish. Okay. So you guys get a little fish. Fish is business success in my books. So that's coming for you at this time. Yin and yang. We have a balance of power. Everybody's becoming the swan, so coming into themselves. We have a couple crosses to carry, so responsibilities or your faith. Maybe you're connected with someone of the same faith as you. It doesn't have to be Christianity. And then we have the dove. This is actually a Catholic symbol, a dove like this. So maybe you're Catholic and your partner's Catholic. But again, if you practice another faith, please adjust it for that. Maybe it's somebody from China because we have a beautiful little fan here. Maybe something to do with China is very important at this time. And then we have Capricorn, which is a great match for you, Scorpio. Or again, we're looking at a time period of starting right now in the next 3 days. And whatever's happening now will continue until December. And then you have the starfish, which is good luck. So there's good luck coming to you at this time. I feel like this conversation is going to set you right, and I feel like it's empowering you. It's going to empower you, and it is empowering you to go after something that you want. My intuition is telling me that it's your connection with someone else. Somebody's giving you personal empowerment to go after what you want. Yes, it's for Aries. So somebody's giving you confidence through your conversations to pursue that relationship. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the next sign. Oh, somebody was... Okay, so I just want to say something about the Facebook comment. I'll write it more in the description, but let's just say it right now. Listen, if you guys are my friend on Facebook or Instagram and you repost something of mine because you like it, do that, please. That's wonderful. Thank you. Please do that. But if it's tagged me, you know, don't make, if you're a business person who's making money off of things, because people, when I talk about this stuff, people get confused, right? And so let's just say it straight out and clear, because people who are not familiar with social media may think that I'm talking to them. No, if you're a subscriber, if you're a member, if you're a follower, please share my stuff and tag me in it or whatever. You don't have to ask permission. That's normal. But if you're a business owner and you're taking my content and you're repackaging it and presenting it as your own, that's a whole bunch, that's a different conversation. So for those of you guys who love and support me, who share my content on your Facebook, Instagram, thank you so much. That's not directed at you at all. So that's the problem with talking about this, because not everybody understands this whole conversation, nor should they have to. But yeah, it's not the same. If you're a private user and you like my content and you want to share it with your friends, that's great for me. So yes, please do that. But if you're a business owner, yeah, I think Heather got it right in the comments when she said what it is. And I'm really trying to avoid that avenue. So let's not interrupt the rest of the reading. That's just me processing stuff and saying it. Obviously, people trying to take down my app, they put also the stalker put also a nasty comment about it a couple months ago while he was trying to get my attention. So I'm not sure who did it, but I have a feeling one's connected to the other, as it usually comes together, comes on the heels of me talking about it, these kinds of behaviors. But like I said, my stuff is clean. I've taken care of my stuff well, so I don't think it should be a problem. Pisces next, sun, moon, and rising. Okay. Let's take a look at your next 3 days. Yes. This is my favorite, the little frog candle, which I'll never burn, sitting under a mushroom. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's my favorite one right now. Okay, Pisces, let's get weird. Let's take a look at your cards for the week. So we have learning and education, knowledge about a situation coming to you, Pisces. I think you'll find something new this weekend or the next 3 days. Then we have the Five of Earth, the charlatan card. Look at this charlatan. Charlatans, that's what we're talking about. Charlatans. Okay. Well, I feel like you're figuring out new ways at dealing with things, and I feel like it's giving you strength. I think that there is a situation where somebody may have, you know, been inappropriate or had tried to steal or take something that wasn't theirs, that was yours. And I feel like you didn't have a way to sort of address it, Pisces. Maybe you had a lack of words, or you didn't really know what to say. But I think you've gained some knowledge and information that's empowered you to speak about it. And I think you're a force not to be messed with. So, you know, I sympathize. I pity the fool. Let's say it that way. If you don't know that reference, that's Mr. T from the A-Team. So it's like, I pity the fool, you would say. So I would pity the fool that crosses a Pisces. So we have Five of Fire. Okay. So there's definitely a situation in which you felt trapped. This has come up before, and I feel like you're gaining information on what to do about it. And then we have the Ten of Fire. I think that you're getting a lot of support and love around this situation. So it's either your partner's got your back, or other people have your back, and they're showing you a lot of love. And so you're protected by that, Pisces. Remember, this is the next 3 days. And then we have the Empress, or the Mother. Please notice that this is number 4, which would be the Emperor in the regular tarot, but this is a different kind of deck. So I feel like, yes, this is the Empress or the Mother. Oh, look, we have a turtle. Turtles everywhere. Turtle. And then another turtle. Look at this. It must be fate. Okay, so double turtle is our sign of today. We have 2 turtles back to back. Pisces. I feel you're getting away from a situation that you felt you didn't know how to deal with. You didn't know how to respond to. But I think that you're starting to figure out how to respond to, or what to say about that. And I feel like you're moving towards a healthier, you're going to spend this weekend with someone who's giving you a lot of healthy relationship vibes. Like you're experiencing a good vibe with this person, and they're bringing love into your life. Very likely your mother or older sister or something like that. Small delay, loose tongue causes delays. So yeah, again, somebody's acting up around you, Pisces, but I think you're getting better at dealing with it. And then we have Scorpiana card. So maybe you're connecting with a Scorpio. A Scorpio would be great in this situation. They're very good at responding to pity the fool types of situations. Now let's take a look at your little trinkets. We only have 4 for you guys, but we got a turtle. So a turtle's looking for love. That's you, Pisces. We have a star. We have this giant gold leaf. That must be lucky, hey? Something gold. And then we have another leaf. So maybe when the leaves turn gold, it's going to be your time. The turtle's looking for love, right? Looking for the other turtle. Hasn't found it yet. So if you're wondering if you found your love, not yet, but you're looking for it. I think finding love starts from a place in which you feel good. So it's good to get out of environments that cause you stress and turn towards environments that provide you emotional sustenance and nurturing. And that Scorpiana card, for me, really signals connecting with a friend, possibly a Scorpio, who in some way is going to give you, like what Scorpio has, Pisces, all the comebacks in the book, right? Figure it out. So they will know what to say in a situation, and they'll give you Scorpios can be sort of unabashed. So they can sort of say like unexpected things or do unexpected things in a situation in which everybody's searching for an answer. They're very quick to respond, and they're not so ashamed of their actions vis-a-vis others, so they're more willing to call a spade in the situation and really be upfront. Whereas you might be appeasing a situation a bit more by being nice about it, this Scorpio or this person around you will tell you to cut it out. So I wish you all the best with that. Now let's take a look at the next sign. How many signs we've done? Let's see. Scorpio again. Then we have Sag. Libra we've done. Aquarius we haven't done. Hey Aquarius, let's take a look at your next 3 days. Okay. Let's take a look at your next 3 days. So we have the 10, searching for something, beginning a new path. I really feel that for you. I felt that for you guys since April or something, where you're like looking for a new path to settle on. You're still unfolding this new beginning in front of you. And then you have a protective energy of the dragon. Whatever you're nurturing, there's an energy around you, a universal energy, a spirit guide, an angel that's protecting you while you're creating something new. So whatever you're creating, you're blessed and you're protected. And then we have the 9 of fire. And so nurturing. I feel like it's almost like the greenhouse. So you're taking your life into the greenhouse and nurturing it until it's time to harvest. Until it's time to go forward in this direction. Okay, let's see the next sign. We have the integrity card. Sorry about this card. It's a little bit out there, but it's a really good card because it speaks of integrity. So this is what's been going on for Aquarius, and this is what I think the next 3 days are about. It's to do with this larger pattern that you've been going through. That is that you got something in life that you wanted several months ago, 6 months ago, and then suddenly you realized you wanted more, or you wanted a new direction, which is a very, very Aquarian thing to do. That new direction is a direction of deeper integrity. So that's when you change your life, when you feel as though your experience is not in alignment with who you truly are. And so your new adventures are beginning points. You're the Fool, right? Uranus is your ruler. Uranus rules the Fool card. Your new beginnings signal for you these new, deeper self-expression, or an opportunity to get in touch with a deeper sense of integrity within yourself, and you're going into that cave now. And so in some way that greenhouse is in there, and you're nurturing it to figure out what it exactly is. You oftentimes find in yourself the experience of understanding through your intuition that you want to go to a certain path, but you don't necessarily yet know what it is, and then you have to fill in the pieces later. And I think that that is what's happening in your life. You have the 4 of water. Okay, so looking deeper in at yourself, finding a deeper truth, preparing for the choice that's coming next, Aquarius. So again, you're diving deep at this time, you're going deeper, and you're trying to figure out the mystery. Something's not sitting well with you, and you need to go deeper. You have the desire to go deeper and find within yourself a more genuine, a more authentic representation of who you are. So you're challenging the system again. You're challenging your system. You're challenging your life. And then we have self-care. Go slow. That's what I feel. Aquarians, when they go through this, oftentimes, I have Moon in Aquarius, they rush through it, but it really, this is the weird part, because in a cognitive way, your mind or whatever, you sort of understand that a new chapter is beginning, but you don't know what that chapter is about. And the main thing is to go slow. You have a premonition about things before they happen more than other people to your life. You have that instinct. And the challenge is to be patient and to allow life to fill in the missing pieces that you were sort of, you had that inspiration or insight about. And then we have external beauty. So that will translate to you for you in some form of external beauty. A beautiful possession, something external in your life is going to come into your life, a home, a car, something nice is going to come into your life as an expression of this new direction, Aquarius. Now let's see your charms. Oh, you got a few too. So we have a cherry, so a new beginning, something you've never done before. Sorry for the pun, but it's funny. And then we have the twins, Gemini. So we have Gemini. So something to do with the Gemini. Then we have leaves. So something, the fall's going to be very important for you. And then we have the sunshine, which is good luck, funky sun. And then we have the shell or the star or the sea star, right? And then we have the tree of life. That's so interesting. So you're setting down roots in some way. Let's see if you're setting down roots. And then we have another seahorse for good luck. Oh, look at where I put this without looking. So you're making a choice about where you're going to settle down roots. And it's going to be different. It's going to be an inversion of what you have going on in your life. And then you have the foot and the butterfly. And then you're going to begin this new journey of a personal evolution, Aquarius. So I think that you're once again going to shake things up. And through that, you are going to receive something or buy for yourself something really beautiful. It's in alignment with this new direction. So let's say that you're about to take a job somewhere and you buy yourself a really nice car to get to work. Something like that. Or there's just some form of external beauty. It could be a pet, like a puppy or a kitten. Some kind of external beauty coming into your life, or you just bought a house and now you're going to get a garden, a beautiful garden of flowers, something like that is going to come into your life as part and parcel with this new beginning. I do feel like the new beginning for you is actually, this new beginning for you is actually different than the beginning you started in the spring. So the point is that you settled into something, Aquarius, and I feel like now you are you've just settled into something, and once again you're shifting gears, going a different direction. Let's see the next part. Cancer. Did we do Cancer? I don't think we have, right? Cassie, I see it. Thank you. Okay, so Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Let's see your next few days. How many people we've done? We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 4 more, 3 more after Cancer. Okay. I actually went really fast. I didn't realize. Hi, Cancer. Let's see how your next 3 days are. So we have the 3 of air. Again, this isn't like the tarot. It's not a heartbreak. This is learning something on a deeper level. And then we have 2. We have the 4 of water and the 10 arcana, looking deeper. You're going to find some of you guys are going to find a new spell or some kind of spell work to cast. But for some of you guys, you're going to find something, how do you say? When you learn something from a book or from a source, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's, or you read it somewhere, but you gain some information through which you interpret yourself, and that triggers for you a deeper understanding. So you're about to receive information that will cause you to take a look at something, maybe even yourself, a different way, and learn a lot from that experience. We have the Two of Fire, a couple different options. There's something that you have believed, Cancer, that is not true. It's a part of your kind of the way you think about things. It's a part of your knowledge base, but it's not true. It has to do with someone holding back. It has to do, I'll keep this out, but it has to do with, you know, when someone doesn't want to do something for you, and they in some way, somebody doesn't want to do something for you, and so in some way they make an excuse because nobody wants to own up for the fact that that they did what they did, so that they don't want to help, so they make up a lot of excuses, and that causes you to be gaslit. I think that you're coming to realize you've been told something because someone didn't want to be forthcoming and give to you. And so now you've been believing something because of that, and you realize that it's a lie, and now you realize that you don't need to believe that anymore. Then you have the Six of Swords, definitely moving on from something you thought to be true isn't. And then you have the kind of sage, somebody who has learned a lot, somebody who has information. When you go through this process, on the other side is somebody who's waiting for you there to meet them, or someone who you know already, Cancer. And this person is going to, in some way, be an energetic match to this new level of self-awareness you've achieved. So this could be a relationship, or this could be a friend. But as you learn deeper about a topic, or possibly about yourself, you will meet someone who has that same energy, with this new level of energy and understanding. And this person's in your path. Then we have vision, perspective. You're going to have awareness about something, and it has to do with someone kind of shortchanging you or not being honest. And then la nouvelle époque, which means that the new epoch, right? The new beginning. Cancer, it really feels like, you know, some of the belief systems that you have been indoctrinated into, you have been taught to believe, you're coming to realize that they're not really as honest as you thought they would be. Okay, so let's see. You have a lot of, Libra energy is really strong. So I have the scales twice for you guys. So double Libra energy, or 2 Libra people. This leads to good luck. So something's very fair in a situation that's coming through, and good luck is coming to you with that. So it feels like something you've been stuck in, you're now being freed up and away from it as you come to realize something on a deeper level within yourself. And then in that path you will meet someone new. That's a pretty big message. Then we have Geminis. So we see the Geminis, and then I have the little starfish, a turtle, don't mind if I do, and a little bow. So we'll put them together. So the turtle means searching for love. So Cancer, searching for love. It's not saying that this is the person. I think this is the person with whom you are going to make a connection in the future, or a person along that path. The main thing here is, over the next 3 days, you're going to come to realize that you're sort of stuck in something that's been a lie all along. You've been gaslit for too long, and that leads you to very good luck and the bow. So when they say pretty pink bow on top, so there's some kind of wonderful outcome in this situation. And so here you go. We have a little bow for you, Cancer. So I think a situation is winding up. Pluto is slowly leaving Capricorn, which means your 7th house, and that's great. So in some way you've had an element of being suppressed romantically, Cancer, for many years, and it could be through one person or multiple people. where you felt, you know, you were somehow trapped in their narrative. They had some kind of power over you in one way or another. And I feel like you're starting to see the light at the end of that tunnel. And so the next step is to realize something you've been told to, some limiting belief that you've been told to believe is not true. It's like when women were told not to vote and that we weren't people. Women believed that we weren't human beings, that we weren't people worth a vote until like 18 was it? So 1916. So I feel like, and then when you come to realize what you've been told and you realize it's a farce or it's a system of control over you, you're free to go forward. You have been enlightened. And they were just like with suffrage, which is women's right to vote, they in some way had a benefit of not letting them participate, right? And this person has a benefit of you believing that, or they did. I don't feel like it's a person in your life right now for the most of you. I feel like this is someone from the past. And yeah, they gained a benefit from you having a limited expectation. And now that's affected your life ever since then. So now you're sort of realizing that belief is no longer serving you, or it never served you, and it's time to move on. Okay, so let's see the next message. We have Libra, Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgos. Let's take a look at your cards. Over the next 3 days, 72 hours. Let's see. So we have the Two of Air. Okay. Two of Air. And then we have the Four of Water. Two of Air, Four of Water. And then we have the this is like insight, scrying, seeing the truth. It's the number 18 card, but it's not the moon. This could be scrying as well. You're getting two sources of information that are conflicting, Virgo. I feel like you have two insights that are competing with each other. They're mutually exclusive. They don't pan out, and you're trying to figure out which one is the right message. There's something to do with love and union. This is the card of union. And I think you're getting mixed signals about something, Virgo. And then you have the King of Swords, the Scribe, and then you have, let's see, the number 5, the Emperor. So I feel like, Virgo, I feel like things that are hot and cold for you guys at this time. And I feel like some of the readings that I'm getting is withdraw, and then there's like this energy that's talking about people coming together. And I feel like there's a close-knit bond between you and someone else, and I think someone sees within you the wisdom that you're speaking, and I think that is in some way, it's speaking to their rational mind. They somehow in some way are seeing what your message is or what you're trying to tell them. So if you're wondering whether or not something is hitting the mark, it is. And I think somebody is paying attention. Here is the next message. We have the Uranus card, the Fool, a new beginning. So is this a new path or not? Yes, it's a new path. And then we have small delay, loose tongue, delay. So someone had said something too much that had caused delays and had caused all this confusion. You know, when you let your tongue get away from you because you've had a glass of wine or you're just extremely perky or hyper. This is the kind of energy that I'm feeling for you, Virgo, where someone's words got away from them and that caused confusion in a situation. I really feel like you should just lay low and stay quiet, and then there will be a positive outcome. The point has been made, you know. And in a situation where you may feel as though things didn't work out. I think you're being heard out much more than you expect. So we have two seahorses, so you know, two little fishy friends, that means love. We have a fish, that could be a Pisces. So two seahorses, very, very lucky. Seahorses are an animal of luck, but also about things sort of getting a little bit different. You know, like an inversion, like changed up, different, standing on your head. Then you have love. I love this one. Is there like a statue in your home city, if you live in a big city, these love statues? Have you seen those around? There's one in Vancouver. Maybe there's one in your city as well. Maybe you can DM me the picture and we can put them all together. Then we have a pink star for good luck. Let's see. Pink star for good luck. And then we have a dollar bill, y'all. Actually, it's a $5 bill. Ooh, lucky day. So money coming in. Okay, $5. Okay, so Virgo, I feel, just to recap, because I feel like yours was a little bit all over the place. I feel like you're getting conflicting information from a situation or from a person or insight that you're getting from premonition or tarot card readings or astrology, in which you don't know where the truth is. I think you're questioning a situation on whether or not it's good or bad, but this is actually saying that there's only been a small delay because something more was said than it should have been, and I think that your point has been made in a situation. So if you feel like you've hit the mark, if somebody heard you and understands what you're saying, I think that you've sort of drove your point home there, Virgo. And I think it's going to lead to success, love, luck, financial success. There's also something that's going to change your world around. Maybe a love that will change your world around a little bit. That's the double seahorses. So maybe it's a person, because this is kind of the Father or the Emperor card. Maybe it's a person, or maybe it's someone of influence who has some kind of influence over your life. I feel like it's almost like you're trying to convince your boss to think about reorganize the office a certain way, and you've been trying to in some way influence their thinking on that, and then finally they're listening, and finally they are getting your vision and they're in alignment. So there's going to be union around that, which you've been trying to kind of drill home, you know, to make your point about. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next sign. Leo we've done, Libra we've done, Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, have we done Capricorn? No, we haven't. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your sign. Okay, so we have the 9, which is knowledge and learning. Okay, Capricorn, you're reflecting on the past and you're drawing reflection upon the recent last 2 to 3 months of events, and you're trying to you know what you're doing now because of the last 2 to 3 months. And then you have learning, the 3 of Swords. Look, he's holding a book, so it's very important for you to in some way look something up, read up on something, dig a little bit deeper. And then you have the Love card, which is you're coming into realization, something that's kind of like a monolith in front of you, something that's really hard to overcome or understand. I feel like you are going to come into understanding of the fact that it's not as big of a mountain as you think it is. It's not as big of a obstacle as you feel it is, Capricorn. I feel like there's a lot more. The situation that you're up against that feels like it's very hard to overcome, with a little bit of soul searching and reflecting on the last couple months and a little bit of digging deeper in research and learning, you will see that it's a wonderful situation with a lot of opportunity and a lot of success for you there. Then we have the Nine of Fire. This came up a lot today. So that is withdrawing. Again, the pace that I got for all the signs today is a little bit of a withdrawal, like withdraw and make sense of things and think about things in your mind, right? And then we have the love, the union card again, bringing love and union, thinking about something. Maybe you're up against a relationship you don't think will work out. But I think that there's a lot of positive outcomes at the end of these 3-day period. You have the love, the Six of Water, which is the Six of Cups, and the 13 card. So I feel like this romance or these feelings of love are much more forthcoming towards you than I think you feel in the onset. I think you have skepticism in the onset, but there's going to be a situation that's very supportive. And then we have external beauty, which for Capricorn is your Achilles heel. Somebody who's good looking is a Capricorn. Like you lose your sense of reason and discernment when somebody's very beautiful. But that can be a good thing. It could be disarming. And then a wake-up call, which is a bit of a Tower coffee moment. So I think that you're going to find out that there's a better situation for you than you expect it to be. That you're in a situation that's better than you expect it to be. Whoever you're dealing with, their feelings for you are more genuine and more well-rounded than I think you think. And I think you're going to come to realize that. Let's take a look at your charms. So you have Libra 2. That can mean Libra or fairness and justice entering your life. Oh, look, Capricorn, you've got the love heart. So love is lucky for you at this time. The key, I don't know if you guys know, but I love all sorts of keys. And so, let's see. So you have a key, which is opening doors for you at this time. And then we have the starfish, which is good luck. And we have a dolphin, which is good luck in love. Let's see, there you go. Sometimes they're so little you have to take my word for it. Dolphin. And then we have a little flower. So there's something blossoming for you for sure. Look at all these like good luck trinkets. And then you have like a little fish right there. And we have a little kitty cat. Okay, so we have a cat. So this person may have a cat, or maybe you have a cat, or maybe it's a Leo. Let's see. I feel like when you begin approaching this situation, there's a lot of reason and logic that you're putting to it. But I think you'll realize this is much more relaxed of a situation, had much more of a relaxed kickback, you're on vacation situation than what you thought. This energy that you're stepping into, this person, is very welcoming towards you, and they're very kind of like, they have such an open heart towards you, and I don't think that you are expecting it. I don't think so. So yeah, it's a bit of a wake-up call that you're in a situation in which someone has much more feelings for you than you thought. Okay? Now, let's take a look. Who's left? I think Gemini? Gemini, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gemini's last but not least. I want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much to Cassie for keeping track of the order of the reading. Cass, thank you so much. Yeah, and thanks for being here, my moderator. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so last but not least, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with that. Weekend fortunes the next 72 hours. Okay, So, Gemini, let's see. We have the Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio, sentimental feelings towards people you're around. And then you have the Scribe. There's like a sense of documentation or keeping track of something. Maybe taking lots of pictures while you're around people who you love. And then we have the Seneschal. Somebody's like a key master, opening doors for something. There could be, you could be around an air sign and an earth sign who have a very close relationship to each other, Gemini. Or you are in some way emotionally connected to someone and these people are around. It's interesting because these are both kind of like, this one keeps track of everything and this one opens doors to things. And both of these people in some way make the unreal concrete and real in our everyday life. So these people are around you. They're real people. They're not like some fairies floating around. But their purpose, the people around you, their purpose is to in some way be a witness to what's going on and then also open up a new opportunity for you, Gemini. Remember, this is in the next 72 hours. Then we have the Eight of Fire. Okay. Your passion for someone is making you move forward towards that person more, open your heart towards that person. And then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You're in very good company at this time, Gemini, and Queen of Water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. That's so interesting. Whatever's happening around you at this time, Gemini, you're surrounded by people. And there's a sense of documentation, like keeping track of what's going on to kind of keep track of the moment. You know when people hire like a wedding photographer or a videographer to record the wedding, or, you know, if it's a particular like family event, something like that's going on where there's a lot of like important things happening between these people and it's being documented in some way. Conversations are happening. People are deciding to move forward in a particular direction. It's like a home team feeling, like you know who you are to the people around you. Let's see the next card. Small delay, loose tongue. I feel like there has been a small delay with this situation to the point that whatever's happening almost didn't happen. And now you're getting a second chance. You know when people are on the same page and it's kind of exciting, and then if for whatever reason they fall out of sync, you may never catch that sync with them again. I feel like life has positioned you to be in sync with each other again. So you're sort of getting the second chance to work together, and I feel like the four of you have very similar energies that work really well together. And then it's a bunch of self-care. These people are showing you a lot of love and a lot of compassion. I think they're bringing a lot of inspiration and, hey, let's go for it again into your life, bringing that hope into your life. Let's pick some charms for you guys. So we have the star. Stars are good luck. Okay. And then we have the tree, which is the tree of knowledge, right? And so that's like roots and foundation. And then I love yoga. Okay, so there you go. You got to get some yoga head going on there. Maybe that's your self-care that we were mentioning here. And then we have an eagle. Okay, an eagle. And then we have best friend. See, I feel like you're getting really good energy for you and friends. Best friend. Okay. And then we see another star. So we have two stars, extra luck. And then I have the elephant for you. Elephants are sacred and bring good luck as well. You can think of Ganesha. And then you have the wing, which means like get your wings and fly, rising above. I feel as though there's like a real alignment with who you know who your friends are, Gemini, and I feel like you are really identifying with them at the same time. You feel like you're on the same page. And I think that you're all motivated to move forward towards something together. So once there's been delays to the point that you thought it wasn't going to work out, but I feel like now it's going to be a go. So, okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out and talking. Just as a reminder, I'm going to reply to your guys' comments. Sometimes when I post the video, all the comments don't come through in the chat replay. So if I miss your comment, I'm not going to reply to everyone. I'm just going to read through them and give you guys some responses. And so, yeah, go read through them if you're interested. If you ask me a question or something, go into the description and check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, more of these on Instagram at Veroosh Tarot.